What's up? Live. Again, I was this close from saying the Stoke podcast. Every time I do an introduction. What's up? I am Javon Stokes, aka the most opinionated man in comics. Wait, here it is. That's Danny J. Quick, aka Mr. TikTok himself. And then below us, we got the talent,
The originator.
aka Ryan Robinson here. What's good, everybody? What's good?
What up?
The
What up?
originator.
Now I'm gonna start calling him the talent. That's what I'm gonna start calling him.
The
That
talent.
too. I like
Making
that
me
too.
so
Talent.
damn angry. Every time I see his artwork, making me so damn angry. Mad as hell. God damn, dude. I'm good. Like, just stop for like 5 minutes so I can catch up.
Gotta keep the hustle going. Gotta
Oh,
keep the
man.
hustle going. How y'all been doing? Y'all been doing good?
Hey,
I feel like it's been a long day. And it's only Tuesday.
Tuesday. It's Tuesday. What in the world?
no, man. You might.
I feel like it's been 5 days already. Only Tuesday.
You need a nap, brother.
I do.
Hey, crowdfunding will do that to you though, because it's nonstop. It's like you gotta think of new stuff all the time. You gotta post all the time. You gotta engage with people all the time. It's draining. It's really draining. Like,
Interviews.
especially, what are y'all doing? 30 days on your campaign?
No, only 2 weeks. It ends in 2 weeks. Yep.
All right,
Oh,
you
yeah.
gotta put
You
the link. Put the link in the chat, and then I'll share it. And
You definitely gotta be on for that 2 weeks. Gotta be on.
So Morgan is currently without power because his internet is racist, and apparently his power is racist as well.
That ain't got nothing. That's Mother Nature. That's,
I mean,
it ain't his
Morgan
fault.
must be a racist at this point.
I mean, listen, I didn't say it, but
Hey,
All
hey,
I-
you
I'm
hinted. Hinted.
but
You
we got
hinted.
Mr. Robinson. Mr. Robinson's here. He's going to fill in for a little bit or fill in, and he got a wonderful Kickstarter going on. So we're going to share that, and we're going to give him a chance to speak on it. So, sir, here is your opportunity. Go on and tell us. Can y'all see?
This is the art of Ryan Robinson, Volume 1, brought to you by FSK Freestyle Comics. It was not planned, to be honest with you. We need to do an art book, and that's Michael, the most epic. I'm like, what are you talking about, Mike? What are you talking about? We're gonna do an art book. I'm like, no, we're not. We're not. I was like, nah, I'm not doing that. And he's like, yeah, no, yeah, you are. We did. So what happened? I worked with a talent graphic designer named Austin Bynes, and this book is just a combination of just pure love from me. It's a combination over the last 4 years that I've done. There's stuff from the beginning of 20 all the way back to like 2018, or even to current day. This is pretty much what I love. The curator of what Zach or Austin did, it makes you feel like you're in a museum. So each section is different sections of the book of what they are, and why I did it. And it's something just a really cool fun that we kept hush hush, brought it to light, and it came really about and came to fruition, and with the results of what occurred. We are literally 87. We are so close to go. It is crazy how close we are. And once we get the goal, we'll start the stretch goals to that. So I'm really, really, really excited. I can't wait for people to have it, see it, enjoy it, because like I said, it's a very, 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 very different kind of. It's not you open a page and it's just a picture. It's fun and more. It's like like if you took like Never Ending Story with a museum, that's how it would be.
That I've never heard that explanation before. All right. Hey man,
Yeah,
you be making me mad, man. God dog, slow down. Pissing me off, man. Look, I'm trying to be good.
who's scrolling?
I'm
Who's scrolling?
scrolling. I'm scrolling.
It's
I'm
beautiful.
scrolling, damn it.
It's beautiful work, man. Like
This is crazy.
it's
You're
amazing. I'm gonna ask. So I only got 2 questions for you. So does volume number 1 is does volume 1 mean that there's already a volume 2 planned, or
Yeah,
and
there's a
number
volume
2?
2 planned. Yeah. If all things go well, there would be more volumes. This is basically just like comic book art, fandom art. There is other work in the future where I'll be doing portrait art, most of my fine artwork, all that kind of stuff. It's the beginning of the iceberg, like the crack of the like the tip of the iceberg, where we would just open the floodgates and continue doing more art books in the future. Yeah, but this is chapter 1 going on to chapter 2. So yeah.
Nice. Okay, and
Mm.
go,
the
go
second
ahead,
question,
Dan. My bad.
I know you do some traditional painting as well as your digital work.
Hmm.
Are you planning on offering any of your traditional work on the Kickstarter if we get to the stretch goals?
That I know it's been talked about, but I don't know if it's been or laid out. I know with stretch goals, we do have a couple ideas, but I don't think that was talked about for traditional artwork. I know there is an extension on commissions in regards to that, but I don't know if we. I don't think we made a decision on for traditional, but that is a really fantastic, beautiful do. So that is a good thing to do. Maybe 2, maybe on volume
Let,
2.
let
Somebody
me ask you this though. Hold on. Before Danny asks you, has anybody ever told you your artwork is like dreamlike?
No. Mm-mm.
It's like it's an ethereal.
My artwork feel like certain makeup on what I
Okay.
felt something at that time. I've heard that before, but no, that's fucking awesome. So,
Yeah, it's like a dream. Like it's not really, it's not solid, if it makes any sense, but it's very like ethereal. I know I'm slipping
mm.
into my SCAD
No,
vocabulary,
no, slip into it.
but
Slip
it's amazing, man.
away.
It really is amazing because I'm always in awe of your artwork, man. I love seeing good artists, like because there's a lot of not good artists in our industry that are just kind of skating by, and I never feel like when I see your work like you're skating by. I feel like I can see like you said, the emotion, but like when I look at these, like the storm one, it looks like a dream version of what storm would look like, as opposed to just a comic book version.
Yeah, when I like this was a redo. Like I did a oil real early, like back in like I think maybe in like '99, and it's a homage to that. Painting is
Okay.
awful. So I was like, let me, and then I redid it. It's the same demographic and color combination that I decided with like rose and browns, and then it was something that I wanted to do for a long. Things that I do paint or do I do enjoy are the things that I it's some things that I love. I don't really get uh painting things or doing things that are majority of the time. I don't do that. I just do things that I want to do at that point in time. And that's basically what this book is about. Like I'm a huge horror fan. I love horror, anything that is just crazy. Like, So I'm a big, huge horror fan. I'm a big television fan, and of course comic books. Like a majority of that is in, and I'm just really proud for people to get it and really just love it because it's not. It's like I know usually coffee books, but I felt like this is really, really, really fun. And I'm really
I like
excited.
the idea.
I'm finna holler at you for a cover for this horror book I'm doing for a
I
variant.
love the idea.
Read something today from FSK that they're this joint, and it's all horror. I'm like, let's go.
I know nobody call you.
Did they let you see the
Like
pages?
what? When I'm like all things horror. Yeah.
So
But
y'all
like,
can go to FSK Go,
like,
by the way.
It's just something that I love. Yeah.
He did, Justin. He posted IG. Oh, he just wants his IG. What's your IG, man?
R squared 248.
R squared 248.
Yeah, I'll put it in the chat.
Literally posted the link.
I think you
posted
just
the link.
posted it, Danny.
R square.
R
Okay.
squared 248.
I got you.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna put it in the chat, everybody. So calm down, Jess.
Yeah.
Posted a link for.
I mean, like I said, art for me. I mean, like I tried to blend them the two. You know, like because comic book art, there's so many different styles of comic book art, but there's so many similar art. You know,
Right.
and what I try to do it outside the box. I like to bring a little bit of realism to just for comic book art and all that ass and stuff. So
Your style, oh my god! I wish I could remember the name of the artist. He did a bunch of Marvel cards. He did the card sets. It's not just yeah, like the Flair cards. It's gonna bother me. When I remember it, I'm gonna tell you. But that's what yours reminds me of.
okay, all right.
So
I think
I told you.
the only thing that I can remember from the old school Flair X-Men, Julie like Bell. I don't know.
Yes, that's it. No, you got it. That's it. Yes.
Yeah. She did figure models and made them into superheroes. Like she did a lot of Storm, Jean Grey, Rogue, Bishop. Like I know exactly what you're talking about. Yeah.
That's what I'm getting.
That's what Boris.
That was
Boris.
There you go. There it is.
Yeah,
Thank you, Boris. Thank you. Yeah, definitely. Yeah. I can definitely see that, especially in the colors you use. Oh man. Okay. Yeah, so y'all got to go to FSK Go, and we got to get this over 3,000, man. Ryan, Tony said you rocking the porn trash.
Shut up, Tony. I had an accident. I had to cut my beard, man.
Man. How bad an accident did you have?
It was a bad accident. It was bad. But yeah, this is like 40, so I'm all right. I'll be back.
I'm not gonna lie. I had it was years ago. I was like, I woke up. I woke up early. I was tired, and I went to like use my clippers to like shape up my goatee, and I just went took the whole mustache off. That's how tired I was. I had to like shave my whole face for the first time.
Yeah,
for the first time.
Just had to start over.
I told myself, don't never do it again. LR squared. Tony got that better to do, man. Tony got that better to do. All right, what were we talking? What did Morgan want to talk about today?
We were talking about a couple of things. I think I had posted the thing with your boy Usher and KeKe, him making a song about that whole situation. That was kind of savage.
That was savage.
My man said, "I'm gonna make a song about it. Y'all want to talk junk about me? I'm gonna make a song about it." That's next level petty.
But Sean, I can grow a beard, sir. I cut my beard. Just want you to know that. All right. I mean, if you would like to see me all bearded out, I've done it a couple times on this show. I don't do it often. I don't do it often. But yeah, that was petty. That was super petty, and I'm here for it. Usher's a savage, man.
Yeah. Hey, but and then the way that he described it, saying, "Hey, man, it's all about entertainment. There's nothing bad happening in Vegas." You know, I was like, "Okay, Usher, yeah, this dude." But hey, that whole situation was something different. So, um, you know, I let rich people do what rich people do.
I can't believe they made a
And
song in the
I
video.
agree,
Yeah.
but I didn't really get KeKe Palmer and Usher shit like that. Didn't really affect me in any kind of way.
Yeah.
No,
I
I did want to ask. Y'all know Howard? Is it Chaykin? Is it the artist Howard? Is it Chaykin? Chaykn. I always butchered this. I only call him Howard.
Mm-mm.
Anyway, he was yeah, Chaykin. He posted on Facebook and yep, capitalize on the pettiness. He posted on Facebook basically talking about the comics broke me hashtag.
Mm-hmm.
And I I want to it was a long post, but he kind of summed it up as that he feels like the people who were doing the comics broke me were a bit like entitled, and that their expectations were off essentially. Like you shouldn't have expected and I like Howard, so I'm probably butchering what he intended on saying, but it kind of felt like y'all need to stop whining. Um, what were y'all thoughts on? I remember we talked about how comics broke me briefly, but what was your thought on that, Ryan?
I mean, honestly, I really don't know. To be honest, I thought it was just very. Mm, I honestly don't know, Javon. I'll have to think about that for a minute. Come back to me. Come back to me.
Well, I mean, do you feel that when people were posting, comics broke me, and then they were putting their experiences on like not getting paid or kind of things that
Yes,
might
this
have.
is what I say. This is what I always say. You get a contract. You negotiate. There is something. There is a that you do. You pay for your services. We all do it when we have contracts. Everything is written. If you don't agree to what you decide to do, I feel like you can't because you sign a contract on what you're going to do. If you write a run, if you're the artist, if you have contracts in place, you only get what. So my thing
Well,
is,
no,
I don't
there were people talking about not getting paid.
not getting paid.
Yeah, quite a few
Oh well,
people.
damn. Who's these few people?
No, these are actually like guys that are doing Marvel and DC and all this stuff. They're talking
Are you
about
serious?
yeah,
And they never anything that they did.
not anything, but for certain projects, like
Yeah,
maybe a project.
there were people that were saying that like the infrastructure of, I mean, like the business part of comics is, like you said, yeah, you sign a contract and you do the work, and then you expect to be compensated for your work, or
Mhm.
um you expect at least what you're supposed to get. And there's a lot of people who are saying things like the politics and in the business of comics, like people putting their, and that happens in all industries, so it's not just comics. But people, I had a creator come into the shop and tell me that there was an editor that told him to his face, they didn't want them for the book that they were chosen for, so they were going to do everything in power to get them off of it, just because they didn't like them, not because they weren't talented or skilled enough. They just didn't want them for the book. that they were editing, so they were going to try to get one of their friends on, like stuff like that, and like Javon said, people not getting paid for contracted work
That's
and stuff.
so weird to me because like they're like the Hollywood of like so that would really be honestly
Yeah, Javon, I
very
found the
very.
post. I found
I
the
did
post that
too.
you're talking about. I want to read this one part from it.
Okay, go
Read
ahead.
it, Danny.
It's from, and this is from
You want me to? You want me to? I can share it.
Yeah, pull it up so I
Howard.
can
Okay,
see it.
hold on.
Hold on, I can share it. Give me 1
You
second.
gonna share it? Okay.
Yeah.
And I'm reading the fourth verse in the second chapter. No,
It's long. Y'all can see how long it is.
It is
This
pretty
is the
long.
whole thing. Y'all see how long
The
this is.
fourth
Um,
verse.
so he said, so he he started basically saying, he's been seeing all the comics broke me and the broke me bunch and others like them. But down here towards the middle, he said that said, the broke me bunch has confirmed for me, to my dismay, a suspicion I've held for years. These arrogant sad sacks are a strain of the archetypal know-it-all with which we've become all too familiar as of late. The comic book equivalent of those who matriculate at Google College, and some smarty pants ignorami convinced they've got nothing to learn. Um, that's kind of harsh.
Yeah.
I've seen some like comic book veterans. It was different back when they when they were learning and getting into the business. There's a lot of stuff that people had to work a long time for, and they still didn't get the credit that they deserve. So the older generations kind of can sometimes look at the
We
younger
do. We
generations
do
like,
have that. We have our bill fingers back in the day, but I just find it really easy that people didn't get paid for the work that they did.
Bruh, that happens a lot, believe it or not. And it's usually from like the smaller. It's not actually, let me not say that. There's a lot of people who would say certain things about like some big companies where they aren't getting paid.
and then even
Or
still the thing. So I just did a video on TikTok about why there are so many black superheroes and like how
Mm.
why there are so many black superheroes with lightning powers, and it all comes from they didn't want to pay somebody to use a character, so they made so they made a
Yeah.
duplicate of a character, and then a duplicate of a character, because the contract that the creator of that character had said, if y'all use them in TV, you got to pay me. If you use them
You're
in
talking
movies,
about
you got
Black
to pay me.
Lightning. Yeah.
Yeah, Black Lightning. Yeah,
Black Lightning.
and so they made Black Vulcan, and then they couldn't
Yep.
use Black Vulcan in the animated show, so they made like stuff like that is like
To
it's
get
like, wow,
around
like,
it.
yeah, to get around paying somebody what they should have, what I'm saying, what they should have gotten. But
and,
I mean, that would make
and it,
somebody bitter. That would make somebody
well,
not even want to do comics anymore, bro. Like,
yeah, for sure.
if you've met Howard Chaykin, and I've met him a couple times, I actually like Howard. He's funny, but he's that dude that he's not going to spare feelings. So that's why when I read it, I wasn't shocked by how
or
like
surprised.
how like coarse it was. But I know there are a lot of people that got upset about it, and they're like, "Oh, he's not thinking about other people's feelings or thinking about what's going on in other people's lives." And I was just like, I don't think he's talking about everybody that did the uh comics broke me thing. Like, I don't think he's talking about everyone, but I think he is talking about some people. And but I think people kind of tend to go, okay, he's talking about this one thing, so he's talking about everybody in that one thing, not just a subset of that one thing who this specific rant, which was a rant, is talking about. But I mean, there's I can understand like being broken by comics. I can totally understand it. I mean, I was at a con where I wasn't selling nothing. and it was really bad. And I was and it literally had me going, am I supposed to be doing this? Like, I don't know if I like, I don't know how many more of these I could take.
Yeah.
But like, if you aren't somebody who really loves comics, like if you're somebody that's coming in to do comics, if you hold on, but if you, there are a lot of people who come in who come in to do comics recently that don't love it. Like I see a lot of it. Like I had a friend of mine reach out to me for advice to do a comic book, and I know he don't like comics. Like I know comics aren't his thing, but he's trying to do a multimedia thing where cartoons and everything like that. And I was just kind of sitting there. I was trying to talk to him. I'm like, I don't know if that's how you want to go, because comics is a really hard medium to find success, to find great success in. Not that you can't be successful, but to find the level of success that a lot of people think. And I think a lot of it has to do with like all the TV shows and cartoons that we're seeing. We're seeing like
an age of where comics and nerdom and fandom is like the it factor. It is the X factor right now. It's throughout media, television. Everybody wants every that has a hero in it right now.
Yeah, but we're only looking at a percentage, like a small percentage that actually make it to an opposite medium. Tiny.
Small. Real small.
Whenever a group is people is generalized, there are going to be exceptions to the generalization. Does it accurately define the entire group? No. I don't know if I would say it defined the entire group. I think a lot of people, when they were talking about comics broke me, were talking about getting screwed over.
That's what it sounds like.
And
like not the credit that's or the money that's due. That's what it sounds like.
Okay, let me see. I'm gonna do a quick.
And when Marvel is making millions and billions of dollars, and even
like,
DC,
like who the soldier. There's gripe with that. Like,
that was Brubaker.
He was on Fat Man Beyond, just bitching. I made this character, did this character. This character is in the Marvel Cinematic Universe for the past almost 10 years. 1 cent went to that man.
It's funny though, we've had this argument on here. Me and Danny have had this argument about that. And actually me and Victor Dandridge, Kyron said it's crazy. Me and Victor Dandridge have had the same conversation about royalties and if creators should be getting royalties for characters after they cross mediums and such stuff like that.
But Brubaker is not in the content, and that's the thing. It's like what are you going to use this here years down the line in a movie? Be in a contract somewhere, and just in case.
I believe that it is in the contract, but in the contract you only get like X amount of money.
Yeah.
Like I think they all get like a single sum and that's it. Like you're not getting royalties for when, Winter Soldier becomes a t-shirt and a cartoon and everything like that. Which as a creator, I personally advocate for. I feel like Marvel should be paying out, money to people. Like
Marvel makes a shit ton of money.
Marvel, DC, anybody should be paying out. I don't understand why not, but Danny doesn't agree with me.
What? I never said that.
You told me, you're like, wait a minute. If you get paid, this is what we talked about. If you get paid to make this creator and do that, you got paid for that. Why do you get, and you said, why do you get royalties? You got paid for it already.
You putting words in my mouth. I didn't say that.
I'm going to find that.
I never said that. I own a whole character that I would absolutely.
Yeah,
about to
your
go
character, though. I'm talking about
find
Marvel.
No, I was talking about if you're writing for an established. If I said
that's
that,
what we're talking about.
If I said that, then I was saying if you're writing for an established character, if you're writing for Deadpool, I didn't create Deadpool, so if I'm writing a story for Deadpool, yes, I should get my credit for the story that I wrote. but I'm
Is
being contracted
Rob
to work.
Liefeld, is he getting paid for any of the Deadpool films?
Yes, he is very handsomely.
He's got a different contract though.
Okay.
His is almost singular.
But it's about negotiations. You see what
You're
I'm
right.
saying?
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
you're right.
Rob
I agree
Liefeld,
with that.
Rob Liefeld
This is
has
where I say, like,
maintained.
I don't know the context of an argument if you appreciate what you get. Like, that's the
Yeah.
hard thing for me.
See, that's the. I think the difference is that so specifically Rob Liefeld, he has kept his finger on Deadpool his entire career. Like he's kept he's kept his hand on Deadpool his entire career. Todd McFarlane has kept his hand on Spawn his entire
His
career. Like,
entire career.
there
He
there
owns
are
Spawn. That's
yeah,
different.
he owns Spawn, so he's getting paid. If anybody does anything with Spawn, Todd McFarlane is getting paid for it. But the thing is like characters like Thanos, and there was a whole thing with the Winter Soldier. Like these people who made these characters, just
Yeah.
as a they made this character, to interact with this other character, or they made this villain to face this hero or whatever. Then 20 years later, after their stories have been told and they've become popular and people love them and stuff like that, now they're not getting paid for those characters anymore. That's like you said, it depends. It's the negotiation. Like the thing that happened with Black Lightning could have very well have happened with Thanos or Winter Soldier if
You're right.
the contract was different. They could have
But
just.
You're right.
But you have to also take into account the time frame that they were doing these contracts. Like when he did Thanos, there was an independent market, but it wasn't what it is now.
Right.
So like it was, you either worked at Marvel or you worked at DC, and so they had a stranglehold on on everything. So you basically took what you got.
Right.
That's true.
And now,
so that's why I feel like that's not quite fair. Like if you want to talk about contracts with people,
No, I agree with you. Because it's not the shows or the executives or the people creating these villains and heroes. It's the people who are writing these heroes and villains. Like I said, Brubaker made Winter Soldier, and he's not getting what is half due to that man. Crazy.
yeah.
How he ain't getting under the mouth should be. Like I think it's ridiculous, and I 100% agree with you completely.
Yeah. It's also one of those things where you have to consider how many characters don't take off even at Marvel or DC. I mean, I don't think that matters either, because if I understand when if you get paid to do a character, make a character in the book, you got paid to make the character in the book. I'm fine with that. But once you start translating it, in my opinion, that's when some dollars should start coming in, because I got paid to do this in a comic book, right? So like if for the woman who made Miss Marvel, and now Miss Marvel is on video games and T-shirts and got her own TV show, she should be getting some dollars.
I agree.
I don't know if she is.
I don't know if she's getting stacks like that, Danny.
I don't know if she's getting stacks like that, but I've seen her name on all of those shows.
That don't mean she's getting paid.
You'll see a name on there actually getting that kind of bag.
Yeah.
They put your name. They put their names under the thank yous, but they will get paid.
Let me look up G. Willow Wilson real quick.
I mean, look at Mark Waid. Look at how much the Flash, all that stuff with the Speed Force and all that other stuff. Mark Waid did all that. Everything you know about the Flash, that's Mark Waid. And I'm pretty sure he ain't getting paid. Well, I heard DC pays a little better though. That's what I was told. Jim Starlin said that he got paid more for a one-off character in the background of Man of Steel. Was it Man of Steel or Batman versus Superman? He got paid for that one character more than he did for all of the Thanos stuff in the MCU.
Oh wow!
Yeah,
by the way, this was right. He immediately said, "Don't make nothing new for Marvel."
Miss Marvel was created by a man. I thought
no, the new Miss Marvel, not the old Miss Marvel. Which is
G. Willow Wilson. That's who I'm thinking about. G. Willow Wilson.
Kamala Khan. We're talking about Kamala Khan, not What
Carol
is Captain
Not,
Marvel?
are you talking
Carol
about the
Danvers?
original?
Carol Danvers. Yeah, yeah.
Danvers? Yeah.
It's all about how you structure
or Photon. What's her name? Photon? Monica Rambeau?
Photon, Spectrum.
All of them.
She had a bunch of names. They keep
Yeah,
stealing them.
and Advent Comic is on my TikTok. He said it's a double-edged sword. Winter Soldier is Bucky. So does the creator get paid? Does the Bucky Barnes creator get paid too? They should. I mean, there's
There's money to go around.
He only got paid what he wrote and what he created.
Yeah.
That was it. What he negotiated was in the contract.
Hey,
He
there's
was
a lot
not,
of money
he's
going
not getting
around.
paid for Captain America Winter, any of the Avenger films, any of that shit. Getting paid for
That whole
Rebecca's
film is him. That's what's screwed up, man.
the
That
name
whole
is in the
film
name is
him.
in the title. The name is in the title of the
Yeah.
film. You can't
The
even
title.
get paid for it.
The origin is in
That's
the
The
movie.
whole
Like,
storyline.
the whole is in the movie.
It's
This
weird,
is a
man,
couple different things, but it's
'cause
the meat is there. Okay,
even
not any money for that,
these
which is
contract
beyond.
the businesses are wild because even I saw the James Harden, like I'm not a fan of James Harden, but him being angry about his contract situation. You know, he said that the guy told Daryl Morey said, "Hey, if you take this pay cut, I'm going to pay you. You know, at the end of your contract, I'm going to give you this big deal." And then here we are this season, he ain't getting it. So like, I think businesses are just they can be shady. Of course, businesses are run by people, but they always got the bottom line in mind, and it's tough, man. Like it's tough to like keep creating the things that you love
What
when you got people trying to.
confuses me the most? What happened to the power of every Westful? Like, what happened to that?
When did that
When
happen?
is the greed? When does the greed kick in? Because when the power of greed kicks in, like,
Let me know.
what logic of let everyone get successful?
Well, I feel like somewhere along the way, somebody realized that I could get really
I want
successful.
more. I want more. Why does it get like that?
It's crazy to me when I hear about like executives making more for like movies than like the writer does, or like you know what I mean. Like if you're an executive,
It's beyond me.
Number one, most executives, I'll be perfectly honest with you, and I shouldn't say this, but you probably didn't have that much to do with the success of what it was. Like your percentage was probably a lot lower than you think, yet you got more. So I'm not saying executives are useless. I'm not saying that.
Executives
but I'm saying
and CEOs are only they're there to please shareholders. They keep everything running at a kosher level. They're there to please their shareholders. That is all they're doing. Like they have no pull, no weight to any of the work of doing a movie, writing a movie, or anything lower beyond that. Like nothing to do with any of that. Yeah.
And it just makes me sad when I hear about like older comic book creators like dying penniless, like poor, that that have health problems that they can't pay for, that they got to do like GoFundMe's just for that. Like it makes no sense when you got a whole universe that's making billions and billions and billions of dollars from off the backs of what these guys wrote and created, and they're dying penniless. You know what I mean? It's like that makes me angry. It like really makes me mad. And that's why when somebody tries to argue with me about, well, they got paid for the thing they did at the time,
I see. This is where I think that's where the corruption comes into play and the change. Like, I don't feel like that should be the case. These people should be comfortable. Not saying they have to be multi-million or any of that, but they should be comfortable to the point where they don't have to worry about any for the things that they created. You know, about it. Like, there should be no reason if a movie makes $1 billion, you can't cut a little bit to the creator. There should be no reason. Like, in my opinion,
Peter David has health problems right now, and his Hulk his stuff for the Hulk has been used up and down the MCU, and they got a GoFundMe for him right now, and I'm like,
That's crazy.
that makes
You're
no
using
sense.
storylines that this man created, and you're not paying. That's crazy to me.
I'm always for creator more than a little bit. Listen, man, they should be getting more. You're right. They should be getting more than a little bit. Like if the movie does $1 billion, they should get at least $1 million. Ed Brubaker should at least have gotten $1 million.
Anytime Bucky was on screen, he should be getting paid.
Just start clocking it out time. You getting paid by the minute.
All his time. Pay that man for his time.
by the minute, and by the line.
Like that whole come on. Like the movie's called Winter Soldier, bro. Like give me a break, boy.
But you wonder why like a lot of creators now are like doing creator own stuff. Like
independent.
You get to keep everything. You
don't blame them. Because you get robbed by Marvel or DC. Like you get robbed. Lowest bill. Probably. Don't get me wrong, it looks good. Looks good that you work for these companies. But like for me, like what is it gonna do for you in the long run? If it works off your creativity and your talent and you're in return for it. Like, and I can get why comics may broke because of the fact that it is like that. You're not getting your worth.
Crazy.
So
what are you doing, Dan? Danny, what are
they're
you doing?
just he just moving.
Oh, those TikTok sales right there.
Yeah, I gotta ship these books out before I leave here tonight. And my wife just called me talking about she's about to get some food. So that's my cue to get the work done.
This is why Image was formed. You darn right. This is exactly why. And Todd McFarlane has benefited greatly from that.
From Image.
Yeah, he's my mentor in my head. And for him to do everything that he's done, listen, that man was spending millions of dollars for baseballs. I was jealous. I was like, I wish I had $1 million to spend on baseballs. I wouldn't. I use it for something else. I use it for something else. Let's see. What you ready to do the list, Danny?
Ready.
Oh my God, this dude walked off screen.
He sure
ready.
did.
Let's do it.
All right, so tonight's list is top 5 Unbeatable Verzuz artists, which means that their catalog, these are the top 5 artists whose catalogs cannot be beaten. All right, does everybody understand it?
I got it.
I don't know who you are.
Strictly catalogs, right?
If they put their 20 best songs,
but this
the
is
other
not
person ain't got no choice.
The crux of it is, I mean, the twist in it is that we're also talking production too. Of course, they have to be an artist first. They have to be an artist or
they got to
performer
be an
first.
artist as well. They
But
got
if
to have
written songs or produced songs for other
Do we
people.
include bands or just individual?
Solo. Solo.
Wait, we didn't say that. That's not what we said earlier.
Yes, we did. Morgan said solo.
That ain't fair because to me, I feel like
Morgan said solo. I asked the question.
Michael Jackson, but not Jackson 5?
I asked the question to Morgan, are we doing groups or solo? And he said solo.
No solos,
so
but
only
your
solo artists.
Your group stuff counts too, though. Like this, you
can group stuff can count, but you gotta be a solo artist though.
Yeah, so okay, I got you.
Listen, Verzuz was for the culture, if you know what we mean. All right,
we're gonna see.
So certain artists, Danny,
hey, we're gonna see
of certain melanin lack thereof.
We're gonna see.
Shouldn't be on your list.
We're gonna see.
Danny.
All right.
Follow the rules, man.
We're gonna see. Man. Now my list is solid. Y'all might object one, but I don't think
number 2.
Here we go. Go ahead. Go ahead,
Danny.
Danny.
My number
Go ahead.
5 is the incomparable Missy Elliott. As an artist and a
I
producer,
didn't think of that one.
she got hits on hits on hits for 20
Decks
plus
on
years.
decks on
Yeah.
decks.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right.
Number 4, I don't like this guy, but the music speaks for himself. Kanye West. This dude also has hits from producing, writing, rapping, singing, whatever. Number 3, this dude has the most number ones on the Billboard. Drake. Okay.
What, Danny?
Yes, Drake at number
Danny.
3.
All right, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Number 2, this dude as a solo artist and with his group, the Beatles, Paul McCartney.
Listen, you already breaking the rules.
And then number 1, of course, is Michael Jackson. That's my list. I'm sticking to it.
I hate Danny, yo. I just want y'all to know how much
He
I
just
hate
broke
Danny.
the rule already, bro.
Straight
I didn't
up.
break any rules.
Yes, you did, man. You broke the rule.
Paul
We just
McCartney is
said
part
it's for the
of
culture.
Beatles, bro.
We just said it's for the culture.
And the culture, so they all have to be of color.
Jesus, Danny.
He broke the rule.
All right. Oh, wait for Dan. Are you ready? You got your list?
I'm gonna throw it off cap. So
Okay.
5 for me is Lauren.
Lauryn Hill.
4.
Okay.
5 for me is Lauryn Hill. 4 would be Missy Elliott. That's my guy. I agree with one. 3 would be Sade. Okay.
Sade?
You got it, Chardonnay.
Yeah, Sade. Nigga.
Go.
Yeah.
right.
2 would probably, it's a toss up between J. Cole or Kendrick Lamar. And
Gotta
then
pick one.
1
You gotta pick
would be
one. You
Michael
can't give me
Jackson.
2.
All right, it'll be Kendrick then.
It would be Cole.
And 1 will be Michael Jackson.
I love Kendrick, but it's gonna be Cole for me. I like Cole more than Kendrick.
Yeah, I love Cole too. That's why I couldn't make a decision picking off Cat.
These are some interesting lists, man. Morgan would probably be beside himself.
I'm waiting now. I'm waiting to see if you're gonna be bold and make the move that you want to make.
Who?
You, Javon.
What move?
If you're gonna speak your truth, or you're gonna let social media keep you down.
I like Will's list. Will might be taking it right now for everybody.
All right, let me see. Luther Vandross, Lionel Richie, Prince, Michael Jackson, James Brown. Okay.
James
I
Brown.
know I was gonna put Prince in my list, but I'm
We're
like,
gonna have Fee on tonight, man. I forgot. I'm sorry, Fee. I got you. Next time. All right, here go my list. Number 5, Jermaine Dupri.
okay.
Welcome to Atlanta, where the players play.
Jermaine got hits on hits on hits on hits. He got rap hits, R&B hits. He got hits everywhere. Number 4, Babyface. Ain't an artist a lot. Babyface could put on.
He got a lot of number, bro.
Babyface could put
He
on
wrote
a
a lot of
soundtrack.
Number ones too, bro.
He's a
He's
bad
like
man.
Prince wrote a lot of number ones for people. So
I'm glad you said that, Ryan.
I think
3 is Prince.
No,
Yes.
see, I think as a you
like
said as
the
an
list.
artist first, though.
Devon is winning
I
right
say
now.
you got to be an artist.
You said as an artist first, though.
Babyface
They
was
got
an artist first. What are you
They
talking
got
about?
more hits as producers than as artists, though.
No,
Prince-
Babyface got hits.
Babyface has an album where he won like 20 Grammys on one album.
Babyface got
I'm not
albums
saying
too.
he
What you
doesn't have
talking
hits,
about?
but I'm saying that his producer catalog way outweighs his artist catalog.
It
is
don't
what I'm
matter
saying.
though. He got hits.
Don't matter.
Babyface got hits too.
No, that's not what you said, man. That's not how you
What are
describe
you talking about? What are you talking about, Danny?
That's not how you describe it.
Be
You
like
said-
Timberland. Timberland.
That's right.
I
We
could
should
I
do
could
that
have
number
easily
one.
put Timberland on his list. Timberland got hits too.
But
Do you not know what Versus is?
But you would agree that Timberland is more of a producer than an artist, though, right?
Yeah, but Babyface is just as known for his
I
stuff.
disagree,
And
but I disagree, but okay.
you've
It's
been
your
wrong
list.
before. I mean,
It's your list.
dude, I can't believe we're arguing about Babyface. Like, that's crazy to me. All right, anyway.
3 was
number
Prince.
3,
What's
Prince.
number 2?
Number 2, Mr. Wonder himself, Stevie Wonder. Stevie got hits by himself. Stevie could just drop 20 Stevie Wonder hits and be cool too. And then number 1 is, if it ain't Michael Jackson, if your list got anybody but Michael Jackson, William, we got a problem. All right. Because James Brown ain't
Michael
got
Jackson's on his list.
Nah, but he number 2. James Brown ain't got hits like Michael. All right.
But James Brown is the godfather of soul.
That don't mean nothing. Michael is the king of pop. King outweighs the Godfather, sir. I still can't believe you have a problem with Babyface, though.
I see Babyface as a producer more than I see him as an artist. But Prince too. I mean, Prince of course has major talent, but in a versus, I don't know if he got. I'm not from the Prince era though, so I can't. I'm not even.
Go on and say what you was about to say.
Yeah, be careful.
Go on, say what you was about to say.
I already said we've had this.
He's about to make another T-shirt.
It's
about to be another T-shirt.
We had this conversation, man.
It's about to be another T-shirt.
I'm just not from the Prince time, so I won't speak on Prince because y'all.
All right.
Y'all are when it comes to that, so let y'all keep.
I was about to say, everybody sampled James, and you're right. Everybody sampled Michael too. What's the Ryan dude? He was talking about if he did a verses, he could do Human Nature, have SWV come on, and have Chris Brown come on and do their versions of his song. I'm just saying, man. Let's see, Teddy Riley. That's a good one. Teddy Riley. Babyface, Michael Jackson. Yeah, I can't put Prince over Michael, man.
I can't do that either.
I can't do it.
Michael had more hits than Prince. Tons more hits than Prince.
He's got
like one album alone, all number ones. Like
it's silly though. It really is silly when you start talking about how many hits Michael Jackson got.
He has too many.
Like he could do two different sets of 20 songs and still be fire.
All number 1. Yeah,
it'd still be
they're
fire.
all number 1.
I could have put a bunch of other people, man. I almost had Janet Jackson on the list.
I could too. Like, I could put a lot. Like if you want to go real old, you can do all kinds of people. Man.
I was gonna put Beyonce, and
I'd put Rihanna over Beyonce for hits. I'd say.
Danny.
Beyonce's got some great songs, but
Beyonce has more number 1s than Rihanna will ever have.
I don't think so.
Oh yeah.
She got more albums than Rihanna.
I don't think she's got more hits than Rihanna, though. I think in the shorter time, I think Rihanna has more. Like, if we're talking about Billboard hits, I think Rihanna's charted higher consistently than Beyonce has in their careers. And Rihanna's done it in a shorter time.
I would say this, though. I would say I respect MJ, but Thriller wasn't better than Purple Rain.
That's hard. That's hard.
Come on, man.
I respect different. That's 2 different genres of music.
I'm not speaking on
Sean. I'm need you to for a second. Okay.
He said.
I'm speaking on Prince.
He said what he said.
I'm not doing it. I agree with that, but I agree. But
you gotta go to the back today. We love you, but you gotta go to the back. I will put the only reason I would say I put Beyonce over Rihanna is because of literally what we're watching right now. I don't think the fervor that Beyonce is engendering with this tour, I don't know if Rihanna can match that to this level.
Not at all.
They got
Beyonce got
Rihanna, people. Beyonce got people cosplaying going to her concert.
Is more of a performer than Rihanna for sure.
But that's part of it, though. That's
Danny. Rihanna hasn't made an album in years.
Exactly.
Like it's been a
minute.
And Rihanna. Know why Rihanna doesn't have to though? Because Rihanna's there, so she doesn't have to do anything.
That is true. That is
So,
true.
yeah,
Very,
like
very
this is why she's not doing anything. She's a billionaire. Like,
Oh,
so is Beyonce. She's a billionaire too, but Beyonce just loves the game, the chase, all that stuff.
So Rihanna has 14 number one songs and 32 top 10 songs.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So let's look at Miss Beyonce.
it's probably closer than I thought, but
Let's see. Why they don't tell me? It doesn't say. It don't say. Come on, Wikipedia.
I would imagine they're close. And
I would. It's probably close.
And like I said, Rihanna has less catalog than Beyonce. Beyonce got plenty of albums.
Well, but that's the thing, though. If you took Beyonce's 20 best songs, mind you, Beyonce can stretch all the way back to this Destiny's Child, and Rihanna's 20 best songs. I don't know, man.
Count Destiny's Child though. I'm talking
But that's
about Beyonce.
That's what they do in verses, though.
Yeah,
That's what they do. By the way, that's exactly why Michael smashes everybody else, because you can go all the way back to Jackson 5. Just keep going back.
Yeah, I mean Jackson
It's
5.
it's not just 10 years.
Hit
y'all
after
told me
hit
Jackson 5
after
wasn't
hit.
important. Y'all said
What?
Jackson 5
What'd you
wasn't
say?
important.
Wait, what did you say?
Y'all said that Jackson 5 was not important in my
No, that's not what we said.
that.
They had to be a solo artist. I said, are we doing solo, groups, or both? Morgan said solo. So it's a solo artist, but he has hits with a group. I don't know, man. I can't even say that Purple Rain was a stronger album. Like, I can't even say that.
Purple Rain is a strong ass album, bro.
The song Thriller itself.
Album.
You said the song Thriller
But if
itself.
we're talking about hits, though, yes, the album is a strong album. Yes, album to album, okay, they're probably comparable. But if we're talking about hits, Thriller itself is bigger than the Purple Rain album.
I just want y'all to listen to the tracks on Thriller. All right, want to be starting something. The Girl Is Mine, Thriller, Beat It, Billie Jean, Human Nature, Pretty Young Thing, and The Lady in My Life.
They're all number ones, bro.
All
The whole
bangers.
number one.
And you just mentioned
Whole
are
album.
number one songs. Yes.
Whole album.
Album. That full album is all number one.
That's absurd.
Thriller was on March for 2 years. I don't even know how long ran on the Billboard charts.
If they re-released an acapella version right now, it would go number one.
Now, I'm going to give Purple Rain some credit. Let's Go Crazy. The Beautiful
song.
One. Darling Nikki,
Great.
Take Me With You. Computer Blue. Every time I hear that, I think of Dave Chappelle. When Doves Cry, I Would Die For You. Baby, I'm a Star. Purple Rain. I mean, that's a bad album right there, man.
It's
Thriller wasn't
album.
even better than Off the Wall. Sean, man, come on now.
Who's talking about Off the Wall? How many songs do you remember from Off the Wall?
He making my head hurt.
How many number one hit Jackson had from Off the Wall? I only can name a couple.
From Off the Wall, would you have?
Off the Wall didn't do that well, if y'all remember.
Want to be starting something?
Well.
Not want to be starting something. I can't hear that song in my head. Why can't I hear the song?
That's number one hit. Yeah.
Why can't I hear the song? Don't Stop Till You Get Enough.
Yeah, that was his number one.
Hold on.
And I think Rock With You was his up.
Don't Stop Till You Get Enough. Rock With You. Working Day and Night. Get on the Floor. Off the Wall. Girlfriend. She's Out My Life. It's still not better than Thriller though.
Should know, but he had
She got me
I think
working,
4
working, day
number
and
one
night.
there.
Let's see, he got
Working, day and night.
he got about four or five. But Thriller was
Thriller is a full.
Thriller was selling copies in the 90s.
Yeah.
Like, I want y'all to understand something.
Yeah. It was number one when it re-released. Number one when it re-released. Like,
He said Off the Wall sold 8 million copies. Do you know how many copies Thriller has sold, sir? I don't think you understand how many copies that this album sold. Like, I'm telling you, it's 30 times platinum. And that was in 2015. I'm pretty sure it's more than that now.
Yeah.
Oh, that movie, that album is disgusting.
And Michael Jackson's dead.
And he's dead.
He's dead as a doornail. So.
Hey, somebody this week is going download Thriller this week. Is going to sell another album this week. I bet. I'll put money on it. So that's why I can't put James Brown. I get it. People sampled off James Brown, but I can't put James in front of Michael. Thriller sold more because Sean, man.
No.
You're making this.
No. If there was even a bit, it would still be number one. The album that is pure perfection. The album is not.
We all have different. We all have different opinions.
Perfection. It just hits different. I don't know why, but it does.
Sorry, man. So wait, let me look at what was the rest of Danny's list.
And I'm going to be honest. I'm not the hugest Jackson fan with that album. No, I'm a Michael Jackson. You know, my dad's a huge Michael Jackson fan. So Michael Jackson for me, I grew up with Michael Jackson. So I'm not like no, there's no hate whatsoever. No hate.
So Danny, I have a question. You think Drake has more and better hits than Missy Elliott?
He comes from a different time, Javon.
Yeah,
he comes from a different time.
He ain't that much older than you.
I prefer.
Danny ain't that much older than me. Younger than me.
No, I
Danny,
prefer.
How old are you again?
I'm 38.
How old are you? What is it?
Who, me?
I'm 38.
Did you say you're?
Yeah.
And you put Drake over Missy?
I'm just saying Drake.
You put Drake over Missy.
Drake has 40 number ones. Y'all talking about a verses?
Yeah, it's quality though. Like
y'all are talking of verses.
So if you did a verse, okay, hear me out though. If you did a verses, number one, you think Drake has more and better hits than Prince?
I've said
that's right.
now I'm not. I don't know Prince.
You think he got more and better hits than Stevie Wonder?
Again, I know 5 Stevie Wonder songs, and 4 of them are "Ribbon in the Sky." I can't tell you on that one. I didn't start listening to R&B until I was 22, so I can't get with you on that.
Wait, hold on. Wait. I'm gonna go back. You think Drake has more and better hits than Jay-Z?
Yes.
Oh.
Yes, I do.
See, now you don't have, I was willing to let you ride.
Hey, Danny, I'll stand by you because you love what you. I'll stand by you. I'll stand by you.
He's gonna stand by you, but away from you, like 5 feet away from you.
Stand by.
I gotta get out of here though, y'all. I gotta head home. But I appreciate
it. We're gonna call it an early day. Oh Jesus!
Later, Danny.
Check out Ryan Robinson. Check out the art of Ryan Robinson.
Yes. FSK
right now. FSK Go.
Let's go. Let's get it. Let's get it.
Next week,
William. I don't know, man. I don't know what's wrong with this man.
Next week we are doing top 5 fast food desserts, and I already know what my number 1 is.
I don't know. Okay. I don't understand this topic, but
it's about to go down.
Wait! Before I go, I'm gonna be at Plastic City Con this weekend, Saturday, in where the hell is this place? I don't know where it is. It's in Massachusetts. So if you go on my website, and not my website, if you go on my social media, you'll see me posting about it. And if you're in Baltimore and you are a creator, a Black African-American creator in Baltimore, and you want to be a part of a scavenger hunt with all the other Black creators, holla at me, let me know. I'm trying to put something together. It should be fun. I'm just surprised Ryan's not coming to Baltimore. It would have been nice, but I'm Columbus folks.
Oh, hey guys, I'm Ryan. Go check out fskgo.com. I am 87% funded for the Art of Ryan Robinson Volume 1. Go check it out. Share it. If you don't have money, just share it out there. Get it out to the world for people to know. If you do, back it because it's worth it. And all my socials are square248, Art of Ryan Robinson, TikTok, Facebook, Ryan Robinson. I have no cons. I have nothing. I will be on sabbatical soon. Oh, yes.
You'll be a sabbatical and you only did like 2 cons this year.
No. I made a book. I made a children's book. I'm on sabbatical.
Take some time, Ryan. Take some time. It's all right.
Better get on a good foot. Shoot, we out here hustling.
Wait till you see this. And why, Javon, when I start popping out
I know
all the edits we did for the Adventures of Nicole and the Hair, you'll be like, "Oh, I understand now."
I'm talking all this stuff and all these cons that got in the way of my drawing. What we're talking. All right, everybody. Y'all have a good week. Come this Thursday, Stoke Podcast. I'm gonna have Kyron Silva. We're gonna be talking about his Kickstarter.
Yes. And go back his Kickstarter.
Go back his Kickstarter
halfway
as well. But we're gonna talk. Hopefully he made his breakfast, his dinner by that time. I want him rushing. All right, y'all have a great week. Don't listen to what Danny says about music.